Husband cheated with our marriage counselor and I don't know what to do. We'd been struggling for 2 years. Not fighting, just dating. The kind of slow drift that happens when life gets loud and you stop actually looking at each other. Kids, work, bills, repeat. We weren't enemies. We were just roommates who shared a last name. So we did the responsible thing. We found a counselor. She came highly recommended. A private practice, clean website, glowing reviews. The kind of professional who made you feel genuinely heard within the first 5 minutes of meeting her. Warm, perceptive. She had this way of cutting through the noise and naming exactly what you were feeling before you even found the words yourself. I trusted her immediately. That's important. Remember that. We started going every Thursday evening. 50 minutes. The two of us sitting across from her, slowly dismantling the walls we'd built around ourselves. It was uncomfortable at first. My husband isn't a talker. Getting him to open up about feelings is like trying to open a jar that's been sealed since 1987. But she got through to him. Week after week, something was shifting. He seemed lighter, more present at home, more engaged with me and the kids. I actually told my sister, I said, I think this is working. I think we're going to be okay. I believed that. I really did. He started leaving earlier on Thursdays. Said he wanted to beat the traffic, find a good parking spot. The office was only 20 minutes away, but I didn't question it. Why would I? We were in counseling. We were doing the work. I was just grateful he was showing up. 4 months in, he fell asleep on the couch, phone face up on the cushion next to him. I walked past to turn off the kitchen light and a notification slid across the screen. Her name, a heart emoji. I stood completely still for about 60 seconds, just staring at it. The room felt like it tilted slightly. Then I picked up the phone. The thread went back 4 months, almost to the exact week we started seeing her. I can't stop thinking about you. Thursday can't come fast enough. Last night was everything. And then photos. Photos I will never ever unsee, no matter how many years pass or how much therapy I eventually sit through. I put the phone back exactly where I found it. I walked to the bedroom. I lay down next to him, my actual husband, who was asleep 10 feet away, and I stared at the ceiling until 4 in the morning. Not crying, not moving, just completely hollowed out. Because it wasn't just the cheating. I have to be honest about that, because I think people hear husband cheated and they think they understand the whole story. They don't. The cheating was devastating, yes, but what was carving me open from the inside was the specific shape of the betrayal. This was the woman I had cried in front of, the woman I had told about my insecurities, my fears, my failures as a wife, the woman I had trusted with the most fragile and unguarded version of myself. I had sat in that office and talked about my marriage like it was something worth saving, and the entire time, she was sleeping with my husband. She wasn't just a woman he met somewhere. She was the person I had handed a map to every soft and vulnerable place inside me, and she used it, or she didn't care. I'm still not sure which one is worse. The next morning, I waited until the kids left for school. Then I woke him up. I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything. I just held the phone out and waited. He didn't even try to explain. He just sat up, looked at the screen, and said he was sorry. Sorry. 22 years, 2 kids, a life completely intertwined, and that's the word he landed on. Sorry. He confirmed it had been going on since almost the beginning, that they had been seeing each other before and after our sessions. Said he had sat in that room with me, listening to a professional help us communicate better, and then left and went to her. I called her office that afternoon. The receptionist told me she was unavailable. I said I was a current client with an urgent matter. She put me through. The phone rang twice. She picked up. The second she heard my voice, not even a full sentence, just my name, she hung up. That silence hit harder than anything my husband had said all morning, because it confirmed something I hadn't wanted to fully accept yet. She knew exactly what she was doing the whole time. She knew who I was when she answered that phone. She knew what she had done, and she chose silence. I've been staying at my sister's place with the kids this week. My husband is still in the house. I've spoken to a lawyer once, briefly, mostly just to understand what my options are. My kids know something is wrong, but not what. My youngest asked me yesterday if Daddy was sick. I said he wasn't feeling well. I keep thinking about all those Thursday evenings, all those sessions where I genuinely believed we were rebuilding something. I keep replaying specific moments, things I said, things I admitted, things I thought were private, and wondering what happened after I left, whether they talked about me, whether she used what I told her, whether any of it was real. And I don't have answers to any of that. I just have the silence on the other end of that call, the heart emoji, and 50 minutes every Thursday that meant something completely different to everyone in that room except me.